Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of U.S. History Made Plain. I'm a high school history teacher trying to make history as fun and interesting for my students as possible. Let's talk about the war with Mexico. For Mexico, the war was disastrous from the beginning. They never wanted to concede and actually give up to the U.S. even after Mexico City was captured, but eventually they had to agree to U.S. terms. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo in 1848 was negotiated by American diplomat Nicholas Trist and had the following terms. First, Mexico recognized the Rio Grande as the southern border of Texas. And second, the U.S. took possession of California and New Mexico, also known as the Mexican Cession. The U.S. paid Mexico $15 million for the Mexican Cession and also assumed the responsibility for any claims of American citizens against Mexico. Some Whigs still did not like anything that had to do with Texas and Mexico and all these things because they felt like it was still an immoral way that the Democrats were trying to expand slavery in the new territories that the U.S. was acquiring. Some Southern Democrats didn't like the treaty because it didn't take all of Mexico. They felt like all of North America should belong to the U.S. And so they didn't like that it was stopping just at Texas. So they weren't really happy with the treaty. However, the treaty was ratified in 1848. So that was that. Not everybody was happy, but it was done. Back when the war first started in 1846, David Wilmot, who was from Pennsylvania, actually proposed an appropriations bill be amended to forbid slavery in any new territories that were acquired from Mexico. This was known as the Wilmot Proviso and was passed in the House twice, but never got past the Senate. So while America did defeat Mexico in the war, a lot of issues were starting to take hold and starting to snowball in America, especially dealing with sectionalism and slavery, the extension of slavery, and just disagreeing with how America should be run while acquiring all these new territories. Because they could not decide on what to do with the new territories, and because both sides were so passionate and so adamant about slavery and those sectional debates were a big issue in America, some believe that the Wilmot Proviso was actually the first round into what would eventually become the Civil War.